been a lot of firsts since we decided to buy these goats. This is the first time we've ever bought a load of hay. It gives us an opportunity to meet some of the people in our community and see the way that they've got things set up on a mature farm that's been in operation for a long time. But no matter how somebody else is doing it, eventually you got to figure out how you're going to do it.
So it'll be a cube this size.
Okay. There's 4 of them.
They ain't very big.
Yeah.
We're not going far. So
Yeah.
once we pick them up, it's a straight shot home for about 40 minutes.
I don't even remember how big they are.
They ain't very big. So 2 weeks ago, the biggest one was 51 pounds.
Oh, bigger than Apollo.
Yeah, it's a goat. It's going to get up to
It's a
150
goat.
pounds.
What's a goat?
And then the small one was only 31 pounds. That was Twiggy.
A little bit less than Apollo.
So Twiggy's not very big, so let's do another panel the same size. I'm gonna come from that direction.
Okay.
How's my math working on this? It's gonna be 48 inches long that way, and it's got to be the same length as this one, which is. Now I'm sure a lot of you could tell last night what we were building. We're putting together a livestock carrier to go in the back of the pickup truck. And all I did was use the 4-inch square heavy livestock panels, and I cut one of those up. One of them is enough to make the whole thing for what fits inside my truck with the toolbox still on it. If I took the toolbox off, obviously I can make a bigger carrier. I'm getting 4 small goats. I think they'll fit in here just fine. They're only going to be on the road for about 40 minutes after we pick them up. I wound the wire. I had some high tensile fence wire that was left over that I've had for years now, and I wound it into a spiral and wove it into the edges along here to turn this into a little cage. You set the cage down inside the pickup truck, so you have the bottom of it open. You just strap it down so it won't come out. If you buy a pre-made cage, you're probably going to pay $500, $600. And they make some nice ones that fit right into the bed of your pickup truck. I just didn't feel like dropping that kind of coin right now. And this is $100. We can take it apart, reuse these pieces of fence wire for a lot of different things around here. So not really a big deal. I already had the tinsel. They sell these pre-woven corkscrews of wire on some of the fencing websites. Premier One sells it, I believe. But I was able to make my own. You just got to take a piece of wire, cut it, use a broomstick. I started off, tried it several times. Use a broomstick because you want the coil to be a little bit larger so it weaves easily through it. Just grab it real tight, start winding it. For me, it kind of works best if I start from this side, but you just want to wind it around a bit into a corkscrew around there. You're going to leave this last piece a little bit open because you're going to end up wiring it onto a piece of the cage, and then just grab it and twist so that you're getting a decent spiral going on here, a little corkscrew. By the end of the time you do this, your wrists are probably going to hurt, but that's okay. You'll survive it. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to hold it. All you got to do is weave it through there and it'll hold it real well. And you've got your little corkscrew wire. And I'm trying to get this done fairly quick because it's blasted hot and we got to get on the road and go pick these animals up. For my purposes, this worked perfectly. I'm screwing it on this side that doesn't have any Doesn't really have anything sticking off of it just because it'll make it easier for it to be used as a hinge, and I'll fasten it on that side. There. You gotta kind of finagle it a little bit once you start getting it in here, but for the most part it goes pretty easy. And just remember, this is a quick and dirty cage that's going in the truck, and you're gonna have probably gonna have your tailgate up. So if you do, that'll help keep it closed. Got a little bit sticking off at the top here. Do the same thing, just as long as you get the wire in where it's supposed to be and you have it controlled so it's not gonna poke your animals. And they make, if you've got a bigger animal, this fence panel is only like 40 bucks. I just happened to use, I used the heavier gauge. That got my finger. I used the heavier gauge stuff and the 4-inch square because these are kids and I don't want them wiggling through or getting their head stuck or doing anything silly while I'm going down the road. But that's it. That's a quick and dirty animal transporter right there. And we'll probably set that to the side and use it again. Well, as I often do, I messed up the video. But we got the cage up on the back of the truck. We've got a bale of hay in there. We're probably gonna spread that out once we get there. So the bad jokes begin. So it is a big day for us today. I've got happy faces here.
I mean, actually look happy then.
Today we are picking up our goats. And it has taken a surprising amount of work to get here over the last 2 weeks, because we have had to do quite a bit of building of infrastructure that I really didn't think was going to be quite necessary. I thought I could just throw up some netting fences and a quick 3-sided shelter. And as we examined it and looked at what our predator pressure is going to be and some of the other issues we're going to run into here, we decided instead we were going to do a 48-inch field fence with a lockable little mini goat barn, and still going to have the flexible fence so that we can move them around. But it was a lot hotter than we anticipated, and I might be getting a little bit older, so the heat was less fun than I remember.
Oh, babies.
These animals will be our first livestock. We've done a lot of research and we have some ideas of what we want to do. But all the reading in the world isn't going to be the same as real-life experience. And we were fortunate to come across the Prattley Farm in Louisa County, Virginia. They've been raising Kiko-boer mixed goats for over 20 years. And not only were they able to sell us some healthy doe links, they've been a good source of information, helping us to get the things together that we're going to need once we get the goats home. They provided some introductions and references to people in our area, including our extension agent, who also raises goats.
I'll have you come around here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of light
And
here.
what I do is I try to get one hand on their horn, and then you push down on the top of the globe, and don't worry about that. You know, pushing hard, and then pull down. Ooh, she looks good.
Beautiful.
Nice and pink. See?
The red,
And you're not judging by the rim of the, but you're
Okay.
judging
The
by the
part
tissue down
in
inside.
towards the eye.
Okay.
Okay,
'Cause
because
you'll
the rim
see-
might look really
Yes.
red.
You'll see
but
two different
you're
things.
looking from the stuff inside, and then you compare to the other side
She's
too.
like so used to
And that's nice and red, so
Okay.
it would be a 2 or a 3, which is good. It's like 5 is.
And when we picked them up,
One
they
is-
took the time to show us some of the essential things that we need to know to help take care of them.
We treated her, so
and it's
good.
just an indicator of anemia.
And then
paleness.
let's
That's-
grab our big ones. You got the biggest and the littlest.
the range.
Yeah, right? Come here, Lemmy. Come here, Lemmy. The bigger their horns, the easier it is. Cause
Yeah.
like, with the one horn. Yeah. And like,
Okay.
okay, go ahead. Oh, I'm right-handed, so
Yeah.
let me come around here.
So just
Pushing?
Phil, were you just putting your thumb kind of on her nose, or were you
Either
using your
way.
thumb?
You
Okay,
can
either
use
way.
thumb and, push
Yeah,
down.
push down,
and
thumb.
pull. See? Good. You got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you hold it open for a while, it's going to get redder, so it's kind of cheating. So you want to
okay.
get your
Just
first
in there.
impression.
Our intention is to build a herd of goats, and we're looking for good, large frame does that can make good mothers and help set the foundation for the herd.
And they get that extra.
But this is our first time, and Lauren took a shine to the smallest doe they had, so we brought her home as well. She's 20 pounds lighter than the largest goat we bought, who was born around the same time. This will be a learning experience for us, and we get to see just how big, or not so big, she gets when she's given all the proper conditions to allow her to grow. Next, they gave us a crash course in hoof
A
trimming.
lot with her right now.
She's young.
It's good for you to
How
get.
do you know when you're going too far?
When it bleeds,
No.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
it's like, do you ever trim? Yeah, I don't want to trim too much on her because she's not bad. But with the adults, you have to trim
Yeah, when they
large
grow up,
quantities.
yeah.
And
But,
the bigger the eater, the worse the hooves.
you're trying to kind of equal
Here,
the
let me
two
come out.
sides, and
Come here, honey, hold.
what's
I
that?
mean, just keep her from moving. Come. Yeah. Rear
This is
hooves are
gonna be
always
comedy
worse.
when we try to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Okay, but see how that's really
Yes.
proud up there.
Yes.
I
Okay.
mean, we haven't trimmed their hooves yet at all.
Because they're young.
'Cause
We
they
just-
are young.
Okay.
We didn't really feel a lot of need yet.
It's
So you
very
just
They're
kind of
soft.
gradually, they're softer because they're young. It gets pretty challenging when they get older. This in her mouth and up over the tongue and then let it go.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we don't drown.
They showed us how to give the goats a deworming
so
drench,
excited.
and then Jafana took a shot at trimming the
When
hooves.
it's that high, you can probably be more aggressive, but
Get
that's
it?
okay to
I'm gonna.
be very gentle. And there you go.
These are really good scissors. Oh my gosh.
They're nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop off that one because if I hit
You
the
can take
thing,
a picture.
yeah.
And you end up hitting yourself with them sometimes, poking yourself and all
Yeah,
that. good
make sure your
stuff.
tetanus shot's up to date.
Yeah, make sure you hit. There you go.
We d- How's that?
Well, you
Like
could
I would go a
probably down
little
even
bit
more.
more.
Yep, go ahead.
Right here.
She's being really good.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
You being a good
She has
girl.
the small horns. I didn't know how it was going to be to hold her, but she's being really good.
Oh,
there she
Smee.
goes.
there you go. It's okay.
So you want to take it a little
I
more?
probably, with her,
Yeah.
go just a little bit lower. And
Okay.
again, very gradually. And come here, girl.
You can feel it almost like where the hoof stuck. You know.
And then some stuff on the side that was kind of peeling back.
Yeah.
And see how we got a hole there, so I don't want that.
Go.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah,
She
we
is
go
the
back and
personality. This
Oh,
one is
she
the
does.
personality of the group.
And you know, sometimes
Margot.
I think sometimes when they're big and all that, and they're like dominant, that it's like they don't have to worry. They can be the personality.
Yeah.
You know.
Come on, are you coming?
If you need to, you just grab a leg.
Oh, grab a leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Get the head.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and a lot of times when the best way to grab them is by the leg. They don't like it, but and light enough, you would be able to pick her up. Just watch out that her horns don't get you in the face. Okay, there you go.
There you go, David.
That's two.
Out.
I'm wait for somebody to come back. You are the documenter.
Yes, I'm not the carrier. They put me on office duty for a reason.
50 or something, maybe. Wait.
She was in the 50s, the last measure.
Yeah. Okay.
Should I get some of this hay out? Or are they gonna be okay with that?
They'll be. I mean, I don't know where.
We can leave some hay. Hi, Twiggy.
They should be okay. They'll make their. They'll figure out what they're doing.
It's okay. You're okay. You're going somewhere nice. I promise. You're gonna be okay. You're going to your new home. It's a nice home. Aww. Okay.
Get the back gate.
Yep.
Take that clasp off.
Yep.
And they're like, ooh, hey.
Honey, you want
How do you
to
get
do her
this?
horns? And I'll pick her up.
Got you.
Grab me. Got one right behind you, dude.
Get on in there.
One more.
And
Right
one
behind
more.
you.
This is just enough.
That's all right. They'll be all right.
Perfect.
Oh, they're good. That's plenty of room.
Yeah, we were worried we didn't have enough space.
Oh, that's plenty.
You have one for the
I
bottom?
got another one inside.
They're horrible hay wasters. I don't know if we told you that or not.
Yeah,
They're
we'll
horrible
just
hay wasters.
Well, with my stellar camera work, once again, we just picked up the goats. I didn't turn the camera on, but we just picked up the goats. Hopefully Lauren has some of it on her camera. She'll give me some of the video I can share with you guys. It's been an exciting day. I'm sure it's going to get even more exciting when we get them back home. Here they are.
What is ours? I'm trying to remember what our vet is. Of course, yeah, small animal. It's not our livestock vet, but
What's that, the...
our regular vet for dogs
Oh.
and cats and stuff like that. But Marie Vet is right by their office, so when Dr. Kramer was there, we would take the dogs. We would go down to Marie Vet, get a cup of coffee.
You okay, Sam?
talk
You
with them,
chilling?
and put us on.
No, I want to sign up for we're already looking
Oh, I was telling Lauren that the mineral, I buy a specific goat mineral. I've heard you can use cattle mineral on goats, but I go to southern states and they carry a goat mineral. That's what I use for.
It's my nighttime reading now.
Well, we got the girls home. I'm getting ready to open the gate and back up a little bit, and I'm gonna let them out and then pull forward. And I'm hoping that plan works. We're gonna see.
Don't take off the mirror.
Apollo could see them from the porch. He was not looking too pleased with it.
Where is he?
He's still on the porch. I told him to stay, but he wasn't too happy about it. Yep. Hello, darling. Hello. They're none too happy about this move. I'm gonna go get a couple bales of hay real quick.
Yeah.
And just bring them over this way.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop them over the fence and then bring them this direction. And we'll start letting them get a little more comfortable and come on in here. Well, they're scared, so I think I'm gonna bribe them with some sweet feed. I wanted to let them get in here and get totally cooled off and relaxed, get some water, but I think we're just gonna have to resort to bribery to get them off the truck.
Like half a cup a day, babe. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
and all swim. Everybody back in the pool. All right.
We got Twiggy and Inez.
That is Margot.
No, it's not.
Margot.
Oh, it is.
Without a tag.
It is Margot. Sorry, I'll learn. That is
Fertilizing the
crazy.
field already.
That is
While
crazy
everybody
what
was
we're doing
getting
on the
settled
blackberries,
in, I still
like
had
right
some
off
work
the
to
bat.
do
Really?
because we need to be able to lock these animals up for their own safety at night. And right now, there are no doors on the barn.
That's crazy.
So I'll move one that is real.
Oh, McDonald. Paula's getting used to the goats. This is day one. So far, he's doing pretty well. Are you being good? Yeah, I don't trust you yet. No. Look, they're so peaceful. Leave them alone. No. They're gonna be your new BFFs. Hi, girls. David has an audience.
I hope they didn't go in her eye.
We're not gonna put eye protection on the goats.
They need safety glasses. How come your goats don't have safety,
Safety
glasses,
glasses.
David? Would that be a goat violation?
Oh my gosh, that's a bad one. They don't even move anymore. Trying to climb the ladder.
I'm gonna have to come back and grind these down because they stick through.
Okay.
The nails don't.
Shows there.
Screws don't.
Do it.
I'll be changing this a little bit tomorrow. But right now,
It is 10:30 at night.
we got this, that's in there. This, that's in there. We're good.
Change it tomorrow. I just want to put the water bucket away. Give me the water.
Here. Hold on, they're coming out.
Okay.
Alright, I got it. Get the water bottle.